In this video, I'm going to be talking about a store that is doing $1 million in a very small niche. The store I'm talking about is actually called Drink Wisconsin Blee. This is a page that I have followed for a long time, and what they have done here is created a brand out of the beer drinking people of Wisconsin. Not only are they in the beer niche, they are only for people who are from or live in Wisconsin and like Wisconsin stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about is really what they actually post on their website. They are a lifestyle brand for the lifestyle of the people in Wisconsin, and the people of Wisconsin are all about beer, cheese, being very weird about what happens in winter. So they post things like this. This is the symbol to summon an ice demon, probably, of someone trying to get into that parking spot. So this is the things that they post, and people really resonate with this stuff in Wisconsin. And if you're not from Wisconsin, a lot of these posts are not going to make sense, because like this one says visiting my grandma in Wisconsin, and I opened up the local paper and it had ranch rankings. People in Wisconsin love ranch dressing, and they are very peculiar about the type of ranch or the brand of ranch that they use in their own house. And this is the type of stuff that you need to know inside of your niche, because that is why, and that is why it's so important to choose a niche that not only you're interested in, but you actually live. Okay, so if you're choosing the dog niche because there's a ton of people who just are really interested in dogs, and it's a big niche and there's a lot of money to be made, but you don't have a dog and you don't plan on getting a dog or anything like that, you're gonna have a really hard time building a real business. Now, they do actually sell stuff, so if I scroll through here, they're probably going to be selling something at some point, but most of their posts on their page are all about engagement and all about keeping their brand at the top of mind for the people in there. Let's see how often they're posting. So the 27th, yesterday, which was the 28th, so 23 hours ago. So that was 2 posts yesterday, 20 hours ago, 14 hours ago. So, they're posting multiple times every day. And this was just 35 minutes ago. So you have to be very active when building your brand. So let's go through and see what they actually sell. Now, lately, in the past year or so, a year and a half, they did open up a bar, and they do have their own brand of brandy. So brandy is something that people drink a lot of here in Wisconsin. And so they, created their own brandy, and they're doing pretty well with it. But this is many, many years in the making. They have been doing this probably since 2013 or 14. If I go into their About page and see when it was created, there's some milestones here. 2014, they had 50,000 likes, 40,000 likes. So right around the probably between 2012 and 2014 is when they started this page. At least they might have had the Drink Wisconsin Blee brand a little before 2014. I'm going to go back to the post here, and what they do is they create content around things that people enjoy in Wisconsin, and they sell clothing. So here is one of their shirts, one of their Drink Wisconsin Blee logos with a cheese head on it, and there's a lot of different things that they sell, including their own brandy and that kind of stuff. I can go through here and see not all heroes wear capes, and it's just an image. Someone actually posted this on their page. Here's one that says actually things that they're selling. So once every few days they actually post something that they're selling. So this one says all of our new out of stock products are back in stock. Check out what else is new, drinkwisconsinblee.co. So let's go to their website, and here's their website. This is what they sell. Now, they started with t-shirts and sweatshirts and clothing, and they're so far along in the process, they have gotten into gift boxes and tons of different apparel, drinkware, and flags and signs and greeting cards and books. So they're selling a lot of stuff here, but what I did was I went in and I created an order just to see how many products that they have sold on their store. So I went in and bought something. I bought this cheddar head koozie. The shipping was just as much as the actual product, which is fine with me just for this testing purposes. So when I went in and looked at the order number from my email, it was $29,395. So if we get out our calculator and actually actually calculate how many orders that actually is and use kind of an average order value here. Now they sell everything from these expensive signs that are $300 a piece all the way down to like koozies and stuff, which are probably the lowest price products. So I'm going to take an average of $35 per order, and I know that is a guess, but I'm making a somewhat educated guess because I've run e-commerce websites like this before. So their average order value is probably around 25, anywhere between $25 and $45. I'm just going to take an average of $35. So $29.35. It's usually your orders numbers start out at 1,000, so it's not $29.35, it's $28.35 or $28,395, I should say. So they've had 28,000 orders, and if we take an average order value of $35, that is that is almost $1 million. All right, so that's really how you actually build a good print-on-demand business, but not only a print-on-demand business, really any type of e-commerce business or service business is through branding and content. If I go back to their page here and we look through the content, there are people, they're not only posting memes, but they're posting videos. They're posting things that their audience is actually going to like and enjoy. This is how you build a brand. This is exactly what you want to follow. So if you want to follow a page that is doing well, follow a brand that is doing well and basically selling stuff that you can literally sell, tomorrow. If you wanted to set up a website like this, you can basically create this in a day or 2 or 3 and have your first few designs up and products up. There's really nothing to this. I mean, if you click on one of these classic, I'll click on this shirt, there's no description here. I mean, it says snuggle up with your favorite beverage in this cold weather classic. Unisex, 50% cotton, 50% polyester, 100% awesome, designed primarily for your torso. All right, so they have a couple pictures here, one of somebody wearing it, one of the actual sizes. That's it. I mean, when you have a brand, you don't have to have all the little timers down here that say, oh, this sale is going to go away in 16 minutes. Well, that sale's not going to go away for 16 minutes. If you ever see a site that has that, they're probably either in an actual sales cycle, if you know the brand really well and they're doing some sort of promotion for an event or something like that, or if it's a brand that you don't know and it's some weird name of the website is kind of a weird name, then it's probably just a fake timer to get people to buy. All right, you don't need all that stuff. All you need is a simple website with an actual brand behind it that people actually like. And how do you build a brand? You build the brand through content. That is it. If you are posting content on your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your YouTube channel, your podcast, if you are doing this, and you don't have to do all of those things at once, you can start with Facebook and create a Facebook group. You can start with Instagram. You can start with YouTube. Once you get the ball rolling and people like your stuff, they're going to buy things that you come out with, whether that be a service, a product, some sort of clothing or print on demand product. Any of these things is going to work well if you are posting things that your audience enjoys. That's how you build a brand. All right, you don't build a brand through a catchy name and then just posting your products all the time. All right, you build a brand by creating an experience that your audience can relate through content online. So to sum it up, why does this small niche work so well? And this is definitely a small niche. This is beer drinkers in Wisconsin. So Wisconsin is a smaller state as far as the number of people that live here, but it works so well because they have a passionate audience. All right, and that's what you want to look for when choosing your niche. You need a passionate audience, whether that be, if you watched my other video about choosing a niche and the 3 main categories or my top 10 niches, I talk about choosing a niche that people are passionate about, whether that be the military or nurses or pets and animals or family or something like that. You have to choose something that people are passionate about. And it's not only the things that I talked about in my last video, it's things that you yourself are passionate about. If you're passionate about something, there's more likely, there's a good chance that tons of other people are passionate about the same thing. So here's just one example of a small niche that people are really, really passionate about, and that is meat smoking. So this is a Wisconsin-based meat smoking hobbyist Facebook group, and there is almost 10,000 people in this group. So if you created a page and a group right around smoking meat and it's not related directly to Wisconsin, you have to imagine how big this niche can be, and creating a brand around this can really be something big for you down the road if you do it correctly. So just to end this video, you make sure you need to find your passion. All right, just find your passion, choose that, and go with it and run with it and focus on it. If you do not focus on your passion, if you do not focus on creating content around your passion, then you're going to be in a world of hurt. You cannot rely on just advertising to get customers. You have to rely on content and advertising. We're going to be doing that, talking about that inside of the POD Blueprint. So there's probably a link below this video somewhere if you want to sign up for enroll in the POD Blueprint course, where I talk more about the advertising side and creating the content and where you need to be posting your content and how to set this all up. There's a link for that underneath this video. So hopefully you after watching this, you realize how big something can get even if your niche is relatively small. All right, so we'll see you in the next video. Hey, if you enjoyed anything about this video and got value from it, make sure to smash that like button. Just kidding, just tap it. I don't want you to ruin a phone and have to spend another $1,000 on a phone that you really don't need all the bells and whistles for that. But anyway, make sure to subscribe too, because I don't know.